have the current stock market update for NIO Incorporated, stock ticker NIO. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comment section so that other traders can find this information more easily on the platform. So with this outlook here, what we're going to be doing is sort of summarizing what happened the prior week and give us a sense of where things might be heading into next week. And with this price chart, what we're looking at here is the 1 hour time frame. So each candle on this time frame represents a 1 hour trading period. And as we can see here, the share price action has really taken a very significant dive here in relation to those prior 770 highs that would have been seen right around the end of September. So not a very long time ago here. And we have seen a fairly large movement lower in the sessions that have unfolded here. So, as things currently stand, we've already broken through that important $6.20 area. This was obviously an area of resistance that was of support, I should say, that was attempted here, but share prices did ultimately fall through here, and then losses started to accelerate once that occurred. So currently, what we're looking at is this test of this 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level. That would essentially be this price movement here. So from 368 to 770, and this does give us a 618 retracement coming in right around $5.20. So this is one area that we were watching this price level. This is also something that has been tested in the past. As we can see here, there is some historical support in this region, but things are looking incredibly weak at the moment. And the question is whether or not share prices are going to be able to turn around here near term. And this is significant here because we have already lost a large amount of share price value in a short period of time. So, I've seen a lot of comments in the comment section saying things like, well, I'm a long-term investor. I'm not a trader. I'm not going to be looking at these short-term price charts here. But that type of thinking, it doesn't make a lot of money, because what we can see here is that, if you bought into the hype around 750, 770, you're looking at very significant losses here at this point, 30 or 40% losses, in just a couple of weeks. So, people can say, I'm not a short-term trader. I don't care about technical analysis or whatever, but, this would have saved you 40%, 30 or 40% in losses in a very short period of time. I mean, you can get much better entry points, if you pay attention to these signals. And if you're honest and rational about what's going on here, we never have allegiance to a stock. We should always be able to buy or sell a stock at any given time, depending on what the probabilities are at the moment. If the probability is that the share price is going to move higher, you buy it. If the probability suggests that the share price is going to move lower, you sell it. And you need to be you need to be honest enough with the situation to not look at these stocks dogmatically and only say that I'm just a loyal shareholder or whatever. You should never be a loyal shareholder. These people don't know who you are. Management at NIO doesn't care if you make money or not. That's not how this works. I mean, that's not how the market works. So we do need to look for these favorable entry points. The question at the moment is, will share prices be able to bounce higher from here? And at the moment, this is looking very weak. I mean, we have to be honest about the situation. If we look at the indicator reading, we are starting to bounce out of oversold territory here. But look at this trend and momentum here. And what we're looking at here is the hourly price chart. So, you can make the argument here that we're starting to break above this level a bit. We're starting to, roll over out of oversold territory. The relative strength index has broken above its own exponential moving average. And then you can also make the argument that this downtrend and momentum has broken. But this was a very strong slope on this momentum reading here. So it is easy to break those types of momentum readings. And, the RSI is already starting to roll over a bit. Back possibly into oversold territory. So, at the moment, I'm just not seeing a whole lot on this price chart, which suggests that a bounce is imminent. We did see this a bit of a short-term bounce here from right around 506. And, I do think that one level that we should be watching at this point is that $5 level. Could there be some buying around that area? Possibly. Some options defense in that area? Possibly. It's a psychological level, could be important. But the way this currently stands, there's not much going on here that does suggest bullish outcome. If we look at the trading volumes here, most of these have continued to be negative. I mean, we're seeing a couple of positive spikes here, but not many. So this really doesn't suggest much that's favorable here at the moment. I do need to see some evidence that share prices would be ready to roll over and turn around before I would consider buying a name like this. And of course, I don't buy this stock because we have much better options in the trading room. Our share price gains completely destroy what is going on in this price chart. I mean, because as you can see here, we did get this major bounce here from 368 to 770, but we've already lost more than half of that. Okay, that's what the 61.8% retracement means. You've retraced more than 61.8%. So these are major movements lower here. You've lost almost 2/3 of these gains here. So this really doesn't put us at at a very much of a different level. I mean, imagine that if you bought in at 368 and you held the position, you're really just looking at this at this point. And we don't know if this is the bottom yet. So things could continue to move lower. And then anybody that held on to this position and, was sort of sanctimonious, and they said, well, I'm a serious investor. I'm a long-term investor. I wouldn't trade a stock or I wouldn't look at a chart or something like that. Well, you've now lost 2/3 of the gains that have developed during this rally. Relative to the high, you're looking at a loss of roughly 40%. But if you did manage to maybe buy at right around these 360 area, which is where I was telling people to buy, if you did get in at that level, you're now looking at losses of close to 2/3. That's close to 60. It's more than 61%. So, at the moment, could we start to see a bounce into next week? Possibly. I think that $5 level is kind of the last hope here. If we do see share prices bounce at this point, I think that it's just going to be psychological in nature, possibly options defense related in nature, something along those lines. But as far as the chart signals are concerned, there's nothing here which suggests that a bounce is imminent. We've gone through most of the support levels. We don't have any more moving average support to watch here. We have one more Fibonacci retracement zone that comes in right around 455. So that could be a possible area where we could see a bounce. But at the moment, this is looking very weak. And I think that people are still being dogmatic with the stock and being overly loyal to a stock, which is never how the market should be traded. So here's the current market update for NIO Incorporated, stock ticker NIO. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market, lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.